Yes, so hello, welcome to this webinar today. So as you see today, it's going to be a special webinar about how to design Copilot offers that drive revenue. So maybe before to start, I'm Diane. As you see, I'm a Copilot specialist at IT Cloud. And today we will talk about, as you see here, so I have the table of the content. So we'll talk about especially it's a kind of presentation of Copilot 365 and the different agents. And then we will see what are the different opportunities, especially I will show you this by demo. So I will show you different kind of agent and how it works and how it can be increase our productivity. Then we will talk about business transformation opportunities, and especially one more time, we will focus about agent, how to build this agent, what are the different steps, and finally, we will finish by how to build for agent usage. So let's start by a kind of small introduction of Copilot Chat and Copilot 365 and agents. So as you see here, I'm pretty sure now you know everything related to Copilot and how it can give you more productivity, how you can be more efficient, you can save your time and increase creativity. But in other word, how can you tap the full potential of AI to increase value and reduce cost across your company? So we see an enormous opportunity to use AI to create a new way of working. We see a way to not only help employees keep up with the pace of work, with, for example, unprecedented productivity gains, but also the usher in new wave of innovation and value creation. So it's going to be Copilot for employees, so for every employee, and agent for every work process. So let's now go and check some information, some numbers. So as you see, we did a kind of some research like that during the last 2 years, and we saw that SMBs recognize the transformative potential of AI and are ready to adopt if the value justifies the cost. But what about these numbers? As you see, so 66% of SMBs are now using Copilot to manage project. And then we have 52% of SMBs are using Copilot to generate creative ideas to assist with content creation. And 55% of SMBs are using Copilot to automate tasks with agent. And this is what we are focused on it today. So especially we will focus how agent can automate tasks. So how agent they are able to process with repetitive task and how we can become like more efficient, more productive, and saving time. So maybe another number here, as you see, so SMBs who have been using Copilot 365, I already seeing transformation results with a projected ROI, so of 353% over 3 years. So it's very impressive. Highlight the significant benefit that come with integrating Copilot into the different flow of work. And as you see, so it's something for it's objection for 3 years. So it's not only for now, so maybe in the 3 next year, but it's still a huge number. So at Microsoft, we are building a future of work where there is a Copilot for every employee and agent for every business process. So we are bringing that future of work to life with Microsoft 365 Copilot. So as you see here, I have Copilot for every employee, but I have if I add this, so I have an agent for every business process. So if there is like some business process, some process, they are like a repetitive task. So we can put an agent, and in that case, the agent will do the work for us. So he will do a kind of automation. So the work for us. I know that it's not the first time that you see this slide because I already presented many times before, but maybe only a small reminder. So about our vision, or properly, I mean the vision of Microsoft. So the vision and strategy for Copilot plus agent start with people and human mind. So we envision every employee having Copilot, their trusted AI assistant. So as you see here, Copilot for every employee, but we add agent for every process, not necessarily every process, but I mean I'm talking about that maybe the repetitive process or most of the process. So Copilot understand you and you work context, and it provide a consistent user experience to interact with AI. Agent augment Copilot by adding skills and knowledge to automate tasks and business processes. So the Microsoft ambition, it's going to be to empower every employee with a co-pilot assistant and to transform every process with agent. So we provide governance and controls for data protection, agent management, and the reporting needed to measure business outcomes. This is what we announce at Night as the co-pilot control system. So maybe I can let me go back to governance, and I will go back to protection and security. Just to let you know, I know that I mentioned it before, but just to let you know that Copilot is respecting absolutely everything related to security, to protection data, to management, to governance and conformity. It's exactly the same thing as your contract. It's already done for Microsoft 365. So no data like missing or something else. So when it comes to commitment, as you see here, so we secure your data at rest and in transit. We help protect your data with encryption at rest and and in transit. You control your data. You can control it yourself because now when you're implementing Copilot, you are able to design what exactly you need as Microsoft Intro ID or Microsoft Preview. So you are able to control your proper data. And our time-tested approach to data privacy is grounded in our commitment to give you control over the data you put in the cloud. So in other words, you control your proper data. Microsoft guarantee this with contractual commitment we make to you. So they are making to you, sure. So your data is not used to train, for example, or to enrich foundation models. So everything related to prompt, responses, and web search, queries, and Copilot aren't used to train foundation models. So just to let you know, everything that you are putting in Copilot, I mean, you are chatting with Copilot, you are asking questions, and so nothing going to other employees. For example, if you are an employee in company, and nothing going outside your company. Everything still there, everything is, the security is here and everything is confident. And one more thing, you are protected against AR security and copyright risk. What I mean by this, let's say, for example, you create a picture with Copilot and you use this picture in your presentation, and maybe you think sometimes people they are thinking that there is some customer copyright commitment. So no, because you have Copilot plan and you pay for it, so you have the right to use these pictures, and there is no Copilot. I mean. Copyright material. It was there is no copyright concern. This is what I mean. So you have the right absolutely to use it. Okay, so let's go now with Copilot 365 chat, maybe just is like a quick overview about chat. As you know, chat. So it's using free, secure AI chat powered by GPT-4, O, and web grounded. I have agents integrated to chat into the chat, as you see here, and the experience and paid for a consumption basis. And this one, especially with Copilot Studio. And finally, we have some IT controls, enterprise data protection, and agent management. So a new way here for every organization or every company to quickly and securely scale AI adoption so no employee is left behind. So we already talked about the different elements here, the three elements. Maybe let me one more time just go back to Copilot Chat was offering the IT controls, ensuring enterprise grade security. So one more time, because many partners, they always asking about the same question. What about the security? What about the compliance, the management? So as I told you before, it provides the same level of security and privacy for chat as you get from Microsoft 365 for your email, for example, documents, data, and many other things. Okay, so it's important to understand what the difference between Copilot Chat and 365 and the Copilot 365. The Copilot 365 still offer the best value, and we are continually adding new features and new functionalities. Copilot Chat provide a free and secure AI chat with the latest models. In addition, Copilot Chat has the ability to access and use agents. So as you see here, so we have the ability to use agents, and I have to mention that these agents, we can use it like on a pay-as-you-go basis. And what I mean by this, so your consumption, it depends on what you are using. So if you are using, for example, this quantity of, like you need to pay only for this quantity, and I will talk more in details in the next few slides. So the combination can replace what many companies are doing today with bespoke AI chat tools and custom chatbots, and it does so by providing standardization in terms of user experience and IT control. The Copilot 365, on the other hand, as you see here, so it's your complete AI assistant for work. It provides more capabilities and more value. In addition to all the capabilities of Copilot Chat, it includes the chat grounded in your tenant, include ability to access and use agent without having to pay based on consumption, and it has all of this personal assistant capabilities of Copilot, like Copilot in Outlook and Teams and all the other application. And as you see, I know that you see here $30. As you know, it's US dollars. So its per user product comes with advanced management capabilities like SharePoint, advanced management, and Copilot Analytics, and including the Copilot dashboard and Viva Insight. So I'm not sure if you know this or not, but just to let you know, if a company took Copilot 365, including this, you have Copilot Analytic, and with this tool, the company is able to check on the dashboard if it's, for example, the Copilot was enough productive for them, enough efficient, and what are the different numbers like after 60 days. So earlier I talked about the AI adoption curve. Organizations are going to move through that curve at their own pace. It's not one size fits all. And flexibility will be critical because the needs of the organization will shift as it moves through that curve, developing the new competence required in the AI era. Together, Copilot Chat and 365 make it possible for company to accelerate their own AI transformation across every step in the adoption curve. So every employee across the organization can start today with Copilot Chat. And another benefit of this strategy is to create a more consistent and unified experience for end user. So this new approach, we are bringing together these experiences under one commercial brand. Sure, I'm talking here about Copilot 365 along with one unified destination. To access either 365 Copilot or Copilot Chat, go to copilot.com. As you see, m365copilot.com, and or download, or you can download the different application of Microsoft 365 Copilot on Windows or iPhone, for example, or Android. Let me show you some demonstration because we talked about agent, but maybe you don't know enough about agent. So let me just show you some demonstration. I will start by a small reminder about 365 Copilot first, and then I have a different demo about how agent can works in the different and Copilot chat and the different other application. So let's take a look. As I told you, we will start with Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat, just a small reminder.
Copilot Chat gives you free and secure enterprise-ready AI chat powered by GPT-4o in a familiar and consistent interface. Say you work in business planning for an EV charging company and you're developing the strategy for the year. You start by asking Copilot to do some research on the web. You want some basic information, like how EV charging has grown by region. Copilot is grounded in the web, so it can reason over the entire internet and quickly pull the relevant information. Great! Now let's see how these national trends compare to your sales results. With Copilot Chat, you can easily and securely upload files, like your sales data, and have it visualize your regional sales for the past few quarters. And you can continue to iterate with Copilot, like asking it to recommend strategies to help increase sales in lower performing regions. With Copilot Chat, you can quickly gather insights from the web and securely upload and analyze your data, bringing the power of AI directly to your workflow.
Okay, so it was a kind of reminder about Copilot Chat. Let's now go and check what Copilot Agent can do in Copilot Chat. So, and especially it's going to be focused about sales agent.
With agents in Copilot Chat, you can transform entire business processes. They're easy to discover and use in the flow of work. Let's imagine you're a salesperson, and you need to get up to speed on a customer before you meet. You can simply ask your CRM agent for the account details by @mentioning the agent just like you would a colleague. I can even ask specific account questions, such as what products they have purchased from us, with a breakdown of deployment and adoption details. Copilot quickly pulls all these details directly from the system of record. And the best part, you never even had to open your CRM.
Okay, so let's now continue with a different agent, a customer service agent.
Copilot agents can supercharge every business process, whether you're in the office or out in the field. We'll start in Copilot Chat, where we can open a simple agent for a field service technician. You're on site at the customer and you get an error code you've never seen before. You can access a field agent for exactly this. It has access to all your product knowledge and can give you step-by-step instructions in real time, so you can easily troubleshoot the error code and get your customer back up and running. And all these agents can be accessed from any device, whether you're using a PC, mobile phone, or tablet.
Okay, so let's continue with Agent Builder and Copilot Chat. I will show you how to build an agent now.
Let's see how simple it is for anyone to create an agent in Copilot Chat. You fire up Agent Builder and describe what you want the agent to do. It needs to be able to reason over your product catalog and repair tickets to provide step-by-step troubleshooting instructions. Let's connect it to SharePoint, so it has access to all the knowledge it needs. It's built in seconds, so you can start using it immediately, or edit and configure it to fit your needs. You can expand its knowledge base by tapping into resources like SharePoint sites, or other IT-approved data sources. You can test the agent right here, or just hit Create and you're done. And of course, the agent respects your organization's Microsoft 365 and SharePoint security permissions. Now your agent is ready in Copilot Chat, and you can start using it.
Okay. So, and let me finish the last demo with SharePoint agent. So just to give you an overview about how to use it and how we are able to add it.
You can easily ground agents in SharePoint on relevant sites, files, and folders. The agent is your expert on all the content on the site, not just there to find documents, but also to answer your questions. You can create a custom agent scoped to specific content with a single click, and then share it with others. When added to a Teams chat, anyone can @mention the agent to ask a question. It contributes just as a teammate would, while fully respecting all the organization's security and privacy controls.
Okay, so as you see here, I give you like a small overview about the different agent, like just to give you an idea how to use it and where to use it, and maybe how we are able to build an agent. So let's go in more details now. Maybe for some of you, it's your first time that you are checking agent, or maybe you have an overview about the agent. Okay, so as you see, before to talk about agent and before to go in details, uh, so I have a spectrum of Copilot agent capabilities, as you see here. So agent can significantly increase productivity by optimizing various processes. The complexity of this agent range from simple to advanced. So as you see here, it's going to advanced and tailored to meet specific needs. So simple agents like those created with a agent builder are created for a straightforward task. In contrast, advanced agent developed using Copilot Studio can handle more complex operation. So the three categories that we have here, we have the retrieval, task, and autonomous. So highlight their capabilities, and as you see, we are able to highlight the capabilities here. So retrieval agent focus on gathering and summarizing information, while task agent automate workflow and reduce repetitive tasks. So autonomous agent take it as a step further by operating independently, planning dynamically, and learning from their experiences. Choosing the right type of agent is essential to maximize efficiency and achieving desired outcomes. So as you see, I have a different variability of agent, and where people they are maybe most using the agent, it's to automate workflows and replace repetitive tasks for user. So let's check more details about agent here. So before to start with agent, we need to build this agent. So what we have, we need to have some preparation. So we need to be prepared. So as you see here, I can use Agent Builder and Chat to create conversational agent in Teams or Microsoft 365. We need to use Agent Builder to create an agent in SharePoint, for example. We can use Copilot Studio. It's for more advanced agent, because the one that we have it in SharePoint, it's a like a pre-agent. It's already built it by Microsoft, and you can find only a kind of template. So no need to build an agent like from zero, from scratch, because there is already some agent already there. and it's already built by Microsoft. So you need only to choose it. You need only to choose the template that you need, and then you can use it. Then use the full Copilot Studio experience to build some customized agent. So as I mentioned, we have template, we have already some agent already available, but we can go from scratch, and so we can build our proper agent. And then to build a task agent using SharePoint list or data table or third-party system in Copilot Studio, this one, maybe you don't know what I mean about the third-party system. I mean, like I can build some agent implicated in some application. They are not from the Microsoft 365. I mean, for example, like Adobe or like Jira or like ServiceNow. So we are able to build some agent related to another kind of tools, and this tools, it's not a part of Microsoft 365. So to set up steps to consider, use third-party connectors to build task agent, import sample data set, provide this package, use the customer public facing, use the sample PDF document provide in this package, and work with your customer in advance to enable Microsoft Graph connector for third-party system. But I have to mention, sure, with this, for this step, you need absolutely a developer from the company who can do it and who can help with this step. So let's go now and check what are the different steps, or if you want, what are the different steps to build an agent. So you already talked about the preparation. After this, the second step is going to be to build the agent and then how to apply this agent. So if you start by preparation, so we already talked about, but maybe we can go like very quickly. So align on environment, so agreement to use customer tenant to create agent, identify environment with dataverse, understand the impact of DLP configuration. We need to obtain and deploy licenses. So we need to check if we have the right license. Maybe I have to mention something about Copilot Studio. People sometimes they think that Copilot Studio it's free and it's already included in Copilot 365. It's not true, guys. We have two different plans here. Copilot 365, it's a plan, and Copilot Studio, it's a different plan. But what Microsoft did, when you are buying Copilot 365 plan, client, they can use Copilot Studio for 60 days. And sometimes it can be more, just to let the client to use it and to check how it works. But after this period, client has absolutely to buy Copilot Studio plan. If not, client is not able to build an agent. He's not able to change, to modify an agent already there. So Copilot 365, it's a plan, and Copilot Studio, it's a different plan. So let me continue. Let me continue with this. So determine scenarios. Sure, I have to mention, I have to determine what exactly I need to do. So determine best experiences to showcase given customers current licensing. We need to determine high value scenarios, prepare data and grounding content. And after this, now we are talking about how to build. So build an agent to extend 365 Copilot. We need to use the agent builder. This is the first method. We can use agent builder configure method, and we can use agent builder in SharePoint. This one it's optional because honestly we can find it in Copilot Studio. And as I mentioned before, so Copilot Studio plan, it should be there. If not, we need to buy it. And we are able to add knowledge sources, connect to additional data, utilize like a different connectors, and we can build a customized agent with Copilot Studio, because usually already in SharePoint or in agent builder, we have some agent already there as a template. So it's built by Microsoft and we are able to use it, or we are able to go to this agent and modify some small details and then use it. So no need to go from scratch. But if I want to build a customized agent for my company, I need absolutely Copilot Studio. If I don't have this plan, I cannot do it. So I cannot build customized agent. So sure, we can use pre-built agent, as I mentioned before, and we can go by by a new customized agent from zero, so from scratch. The stage number 3, so the last step, is to assess user interacting with agent, to do a kind of evaluation just to make sure that everything is fine, and maybe if there is some improvement to do, so we can do it. Get user feedback. Maybe sometimes we need to coach the users because sometimes people, they don't know how to use it, so we need to give them some help. And so one more time, as you see, educate your customer on how agent can be deployed to have a production environment. So this is about the different stages to build agents. Now, just to give you a kind of an example, just to let you know what Copilot will ask us and what are our answer to Copilot, or what are the different prompts that we can use it to ask Copilot. So as you see, this is your agent here. Let's build an agent with Agent Builder. And this is what Copilot asking me, and this is what I'm answering to him. So what would you like to do? I want to build an agent that provides customer with status of their support tickets. Okay, do you have any instruction for how Copilot should access, for example, a specific tone? I would like the name to be customer support agent. Are there any topics or tasks this Copilot shouldn't help with, or maybe do not talk about? So I can give him what exactly I need. So do not provide any specific information about internal support, notes, or troubleshooting steps, or something, or conducting by support agent. And after this, so he will ask me, okay, feel free to keep making changes and let me know when you are done. So make this tone formal but friendly. Okay, so as you see here, I have only four steps, but sure, I can continue for more. So I can continue to build like my agent and to ask him more specific question and more specific instructions to give him. So if I go now more in details, as you see, I'm on Copilot Studio, and I will show you step by step how to create a new agent and how I'm able to maybe to add more details about this agent. So as you see, you need the first step to go to Microsoft 365 or to office.com and then open your Copilot Studio, so your application of Copilot Studio, and then you need only to click on Create an Agent, as we have here. After this, under Describe, so under Describe tab, you can now explain what exactly you need from Copilot. So you can write your prompt. You can give him what exactly you need. For example, here, I'm here to help you be more productive, just describe. And I need an onboarding agent to help answer question from new team member about to join our team. After this, so as you see, I become numb under Configure tab. So under Configure tab, I can put a name for this agent. I can add a description, and I can add some instructions. So here, for example, Readiness Team Onboarding Assistant. I just add some description, so serve as an onboarding agent to help answer questions. And my instructions to him, it's your name, it's onboarding assistant. You serve as an onboarding agent to help answer questions from new team members about joining the team. After this, so I'm still under the Configure tab, and now I can give him some knowledge. So I'm able to give him maybe to add a SharePoint site, or maybe some document, or maybe I can precise him. So this is the library that you need to answer from. So I can add some reference here. And In the starter prompt at the bottom section, you can add or delete any starter prompt. So you can choose, you can do your proper selection of prompt. Okay, so as you see, now it's done. You need only to click on create. So when you finish all your instructions, you can click on create. And when it's done, you can click and you will get your agent was created successfully. So we will give you this mention and you can go to agent. And if you check in your Copilot chat, you are supposed to see your agent already created. And this is the name of the agent that you already created. So you can find it in your Copilot chat. Let's say, for example, now you need to share it with other colleague because you just create this agent, but you will not be the only person who will use it. So you can share it with other colleague. You need only to click, you will go to Copilot, you go back to Copilot Studio again. You need to click on share button. And as you see, I have three options. So anyone in your company, you need to specify a user, for example, in your company, and just you need to put the name of this user, or it can be only for you. So you have the choice from this. If you will put it, you will keep it only for you, or you need to share it with a different persons. Sure, I have to click on save, and then so let's say, for example, you create your agent yesterday and the next day you realize that you did something wrong, or maybe you wanted to modify, you wanted to edit your agent. You are able to go back to your Copilot Studio application and then under the tab, name it My Copilot Agent, you are able to open this drop menu and find the different agent that you already created. So, and then you need only to click on the agent that you need to edit it. So for example, in our case here, it's onboarding assistant. And then sure, you can maybe change your reference or change some questions, some instructions. You will do the changes that you wanted to do and just click on save. So it was about how to build a agent in Copilot Studio. As you know, many people asking question about how I can build my plan, how can I use my different messages, and how, for example, how can I pay my different agent, and if there is any plan to pay it. So let's check together how to add this plan and how to add this billing. Okay, so we need to create a pay as you go billing plan for agent. And what I mean by pay as you go, so for example, today you built only two agents and you use only like 10 messages. And now you will ask me, okay, but what are the messages? What do you mean by messages? So let me go back and show you what I mean by messages. If I go back to this previous slide here, as you see, this is a message. This is here. Okay, it's not me who sent the message. So here on this slide, I have only one message. And usually the way how I'm paying Microsoft, it's by message. It's not by agent, it's by question. So every time I'm creating a agent, but I will check to create this agent, how many messages I I sent to Copilot. So this is how I will be or Copilot they will bill me. So let me go back to my previous. I'm sorry, I need to go back to my previous slide. So let me just find it. Okay, so this is my previous slide. And let's start to show you how to add or how to configure the Copilot agent conception. So as you see here, we have a different way. I will show all the different way and let's go like step by step. So to create a billing plan in Power, for example, in Power Platform Admin Center, you need only to reach the Power Platform licensing. You need to go to Copilot and then settings in Microsoft 365 Admin Center. And then you need to go to Power Platform Billing Configuration to enable consumption support. So let me tell you something. We have a different way to do it. We have option. You have a different option. We can do it with Power Platform. We can do it in Copilot Studio, and we can do it even in Microsoft 365 Admin Center. I will show you all of this, how to add it, and how maybe to add even your cart. So this is the first way to. This is the first way just to show you. So as I mentioned here, it's Power Platform Admin Center, and then we need to go to settings, and then we add our plan for billing. So let me uh, let me show you this. So now, as you see, I have two options. This is my option number one to create a pay-as-you-go billing plan, for example. So my step number one is to select the licensing first, and then I need under licensing to select pay-as-you-go plan. The billing plan page is displayed here. It's going to be there. And you can click on new billing plan. So you can see it in this area. Then I have a step number two. And step number two, under step number two, you can see you can select Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat to create a billing plan, but you need to turn on the pay as you go billing and provision a default Power Platform environment for Copilot Chat. And then let's go to step number three. For step number three, sure you need to name your billing plan. And I have to select Azure subscription. And I have to specify a resource group with that subscription. So this is my option number one. Let's now go and check what is the option number two. Option number two, I need to go to Copilot Studio here. I'm still under Power Platform Admin Center, but I need to go to Copilot Studio as you see here, and then licensing. So licensing, then Copilot Studio, I mean. And you can select under this, you can select a new billing plan here. And then exactly the same thing as we did before. So put a name for your plan, put Azure subscription, and then the resource group for this subscription. This is option number two. Now let's go and just check together how to manage Copilot Studio prepaid message capacity. Because sometimes people, for example, they already took a plan. And I'm not sure if you know this or not, but usually we have a plan to pay $200 by month, and it's a kind of package. So organization, they are able to use 2,500 by month for $200. But let's say, for example, for some reason, you exceed this, this limit. So you already use all the 2,500 messages, and now maybe you need more. So in that case, you need absolutely to go by this I'm sorry. So you need absolutely to go to by message. So you will be built by messages. So you will be built as you go. So how can I do this? I need to manage my prepaid message capacity. One more time, I will go to Power Platform Admin Center. And as you see, I'm under Copilot Studio here one more time. And I'm under licensing. I can, so from summary tab here, I can select manage capacity and put a prepaid capacity cart. Let me show you more in details. As you see, this is my managed capacity here. And I can select 365 Copilot chat environment here. And then I can limit my extra messages. So let's say, for example, I put 100 number, so a 100 message. So in that case, this is my limit, and I will not exceed these numbers, and I will not be charged more than these numbers. So I can put the desired number of messages available for agent and Copilot chat here, and then just put save. And sure, he will ask me what are the information of my, so what is the information of my MasterCard or Visa card, for example. So let me show you another way and to do a small recap of what of creation, manage, pay as you go billing plan for Copilot agent. Here it's going to be like under Microsoft 365 Admin Center. We need only to click on Copilot and then select Copilot pay as you go services. So one more time, it's going to ask you the same information. What is the subscription? Is it Azure? So as I mentioned before, we need to put exactly the same information that we had before, Azure subscription and the resource group. And here it's very important to select the right region, because I have to tell you something. You are charged depending on your region. So in Canada, it's not exact. I know that Canada and USA, it's the same thing, but maybe it's different in Europe or Asia. So after this, you need to put, as you see here, so manage, Copilot pay as you go billing, and then the cost management page. And here you can expand the Power Platform section. So just to check the cost management tab to view Copilot Studio charges by region, if you have a different region. And I can show you something different because it's not exactly the same thing for SharePoint agent. So for SharePoint agent, as you see here, so I have Copilot 365 license with unlimited usage of SharePoint agent. But in case I need it, I have the pay as you go with Azure subscription for all other tenant users. So let me show you this one more time. And here it's exactly the same thing. You need to go to Microsoft 365 Admin Center, go to settings, and select the pay as you go possibility, the pay as you go services. And you need to set up a billing and turn on the services panel um, under the setup billing section. One more time, we need to click on Azure subscription, put the right region, and select save. And to manage the Copilot Studio capacity, prepaid messages. So as we mentioned before, one more time under Power Platform Admin Center, you can go to Copilot Studio here, and you are able to check what it was used till this date, for example. This is the step number 1. About the step number 2, you need to select 365 Copilot chat environment. And after this, as we show you this before, you need to put the desired number. So just to configure the capacity overages, preferences, and save. And even you are able to have a kind of view message conception still in Power Platform Admin Center under Copilot Studio. So this is my conception, for example, as you see the prepad and pay as you go. And one more thing, he can give me like a kind of filter and provide billing details by meter, by Azure resource for pay as you go agent. So he can give me this like by graph. So we talked a lot about how to create the billing, how to do it, where to do it, but I will finish this this webinar was how different agent driving revenue growth with AI. So as you know, so AI agent now, in conclusion, automate repetitive tasks, freeing up employee time for revenue generating activities. Agent improve customer engagement, reduce potential costs, increasing overall profit margins, and enable faster decision making with data-driven insight. And finally, scalable agent deployment supports business growth without proportional cost increases. So this is it was for our webinar for today. Let me just give you a small overview of the next, so to invite you to join our community, so the IT Cloud community for Copilot. And especially maybe I will ask you to check our next session for Copilot. You can check that every last Friday for every month. We have a special small demo about Copilot, everything related for the new features and what we need to do for the next times. Even I will invite you to check our YouTube. So we have a channel on YouTube, and where you can find all the different webinar and all the different training that you are doing. It can be about Copilot or the different projects. So it can be about security, 365 modern work, or Copilot, or Azure, or so the different topic. And I will finish this. I will finish this webinar to invite you to check if you need any call with a specialist. So you can do it from here. Just you need to click on maybe to take the QR code. And please, I will ask you to give us your feedback about our webinar and the different training sessions that we are doing. It can help us to improve. So you can find the QR code here. And so let me finish. I'm sorry because it's in French. I just realized maybe I put the right thing. So let me see if you have any question, and I will be ready to answer to your questions now. Okay. So if you have any questions, so maybe you can put it in the chat. Okay. So maybe so there is no question. I will. I will. Maybe I hope to see you then the next training session, and enjoy your sunny day. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, sorry, I just see that you have that somebody has a question here. Do the agent access data based on the user permission on the asker? Yeah, absolutely. It's based on user permission. So for example, if we create an agent in SharePoint and some members they have access to some libraries and not other, yes, absolutely. So this agent, he will answer depending on the user permission. So it means if I'm a member of the site of the SharePoint site, I will not have answer with more permissions. So I will not. I mean, with Copilot or with AI, they are respecting my permissions. So don't worry about this. There is no extra permissions to different members in case they are asking some questions related to other libraries and they don't have the permission to get in. Okay. So other question? Uh, okay, I see this webinar is not on the list for the feedback form. Okay, no problem. So maybe I will check the QR code and I will send you this by email if it's not the right webinar, if it's not the right feedback form. I'm sorry for this. So I will send you a QR code by email just to make sure that you have the right feedback form. Okay, other questions? Okay, thank you. Have a good day and see you to the next session on the next session.